of silver chloride created from beryllium chloride is equal to 10.95 grams. The mass of silver chloride created from magnesium chloride is equal to 9.17 grams, and the mass of silver chloride created from calcium chloride is equal to 7.87 grams.
Yes, you've got it. Remember to perform the calculation in all three tabs. Lab pad up. Lab pad down. What you just calculated is called the theoretical yield of the reaction. This is the amount of product you would obtain if the reaction went to 100% completion and you recovered all of the product with no loss. In practice the yield will probably be somewhat lower, but let's see. Alright, the precipitate should be dry by now. Let's get it out of the oven and determine its mass. You should note the mass in your lab journal. Lab pad up. Lab pad down. Put on a pair of gloves.
You have picked up the gloves.
Remove the watch glass from the oven and place it on the balance.
You have placed the watch glass.
Dispose of your gloves.
Chloride is equal to 79.7 grams.
You have disposed your gloves.
Chloride is equal to 3.0.
Note the mass of your product in the yellow field in the lab journal.
Chloride is equal to 0.038. Similarly, molecular weight of magnesium of moles is equal to 0.032. The molecular weight of calcium chloride is equal to 110.98. So the number of moles.
The analytical balance is closed. You've filled out the journal in the main tab. The mass of the product, silver chloride, is equal to 8.5341 grams.
All right, let's move on with the
You are in the calcium tab.
gravimetric analysis.
What you just noted is the experimental yield of the reaction. Compare the experimental yield to the three different possible theoretical yields you calculated. Lab pad up.
The calculated yield of
compounds do you
silver
think it
chloride
is?
from
You were
beryllium
very
chloride
accurate with the
equals
experimental
10.95
procedure,
grams,
so I would
from
expect the
magnesium
yield to be more
chloride
than
equals
90%.
9.17 grams, and from calcium chloride equals 7.87 grams. The experimental mass of silver chloride was equal to 8.5341 grams. Click View Image button to see the image.
Wait lang.
Yes, you are
MGC.
right. It must be magnesium chloride. The mass of product you obtained is less than the theoretical yield, but not by much. Don't worry, that is very common in lab experiments. Lab pad down. Note the identity of the unlabeled chemical in the lab journal.
We've put the correct name of the unlabeled chemical for you.
Lab pad up. Yes, you are right. The compound. Lab pad down. Now you can calculate the percentage yield of your reaction. That is the experimental yield divided by the theoretical yield times 100%. Lab pad up. Lab pad down. Pick the correct formula in the lab journal to calculate the percentage yield.
We've completed this task for you. The percentage yield is equal to experimental value divided by the theoretical value, multiplied by 100%.
Yes, you are right. So you obtained 93% yield of the silver chloride. Lab pad up. Lab pad down.
The yield is equal to 93.075%.
Lab pad up. Which of the following answers is not a valid reason for the percentage yield of the reaction being below 100%?
The product is not completely dry.
That's right. If the product still contained water, its mass. Lab pad down. Let me ask you one last question. Do you feel like you gained relevant knowledge during this simulation? Lab pad up. Thank you for your feedback. Your score is 86 out of 90. Lab pad down. Lab pad up. Lab pad down.